Okay.
No, girls don't like
No,
a
I
guy that
haven't.
pretend like
After
Nope.
Martin, I have to find the
Nope.
song.
all the time.
I wish him would have just
Nah,
bookmarked
definite
it.
topic we need to talk about is toxic masculinity.
Sure.
That is a topic for the cast.
Alright.
Well, I mean, it's not like we have a list.
Huh?
It's not like we have a list, bro. We're just doing this shit.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bamcast podcast. The Bamcast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to the intro song, as always. Thank you, Boomdraw of Physics. You can find his info in the bio. Thank you, CaliforniaApparel.com. For all the
I got into his
sponsorships,
brain.
use the promo code BAM35. Get 35% off anything you've ordered. Thank you for you guys who have supported it. Coming your way is the Bamcast.com, a central hub for all of the stuff we're going to be putting out this year, because it's going to include vlogs and, just fun stuff. Like, you never know. Here with me tonight is the faithful co-host, as always, Bobby B.
Whoa, go on. I've just accepted the B at least.
Bobby B.
Don't give a fuck.
And our guest, Serju, Serjizzle, the great, the one, the only.
Signature post. You got me the most like on Twitter.
Say it to the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
There you go. It's your signature post that got you most likes on Twitter.
Yep. My signature post.
Oh,
got
we're
me
gonna
the
talk.
most like on
We're gonna
Twitter.
talk about your road guard ways. It's definitely a topic.
I just came from my last party, so this is not regular.
This is
podcast
regular
attire.
degular. This is regular
This
degular,
is-
bro. They came here, right? And Bob had on his Pac-Man shirt. Serge came looking fly as hell. I
Coming
had
off
on
the
a
road.
basic ass blue shirt because I'm at my house.
And let me take off the shades.
I'm at my house,
I'm
right?
not trying to be hype. I just had to get a good, intro.
I had to go change my shirt. Basically, is all I'm saying, right? I couldn't be the only lame nigga on my own podcast.
Nah, brother. All of this shit is fly. Guys, watching on YouTube, you don't see all the setup that goes into what's going on right now. And having been here, it's amazing, guys. The thing don't turn down, it turn up.
So it's been a slow build. And what's dope, right? How did he end up here? He's not my friend. He's Bob's friend. But Bob isn't, reaching out to people like, hey, come on the podcast. He actually listens to the podcast.
We are friends, though.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
You hurt my feelings
No, I'm
there,
sorry.
bro.
I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yo,
I mean,
Serju,
when I said we weren't friends, what I meant was like you and Bob coming from camp here.
I'm like Joe, but
I know.
Man, this is right to him face.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, as a girl a while ago, this I never even know I was listening in my ear, like shit.
Damn.
I meant you and Bob coming from Campion, so Campion stories are gonna be a thing, but no, you guys have stories.
Again, CC.
Wakanda forever, Campion College forever. No, you get it like Campion College forever. It wouldn't be the. Are you sure?
Sure.
I don't know.
After
we
they
can talk about
upgraded
too.
that
We can talk
water
about that too.
fountain that spews 50 feet, water 50 feet in the air, we're pretty bougie now. And that library that costs 50 million US.
TBF, they have a courtyard now.
Yo,
They replaced the parking lot between the first farm building.
These boys
and
were
the-
trying to tell me Campion's not bougie.
Yeah, between the first farm
Fountain,
building and
50-foot
the
water
South House.
spew.
There's
Okay.
a courtyard with
So I see our first
terraces.
topic.
With not terraces. With what the fuck you call that thing? The wooden thing. With the thing and you have the crawling things that grow on it.
The Bougainvilleas, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but what do you call the wooden thing it grows on? A lattice work?
I know what you mean, but I don't know what the name is, and I'm not doing the Googles.
Is it?
I'm not doing the Googles, but I know what you mean.
From a party.
Yeah.
Just coming from a party where we were drinking Henny, where,
Anything
Moet
is
was
possible.
flying all over the place. And, I love Upton Estate, and coconut water, my drink of choice. So, and I had mimosa, because, it was a brunch. So we had to get, all nice. So the point I'm making is brain cell is not other. Brain
One.
cells aren't at a all-time high right now.
The one say one.
The brain cell.
The one dog on duty
The one-
sleeping.
The one dog on duty just like
Is asleep. Yeah.
not right now.
Actual mood.
Frost.
Actual mood.
All right, yo. So let's just start here. There's this I'm going
But yeah,
to say
they have a
concept.
courtrhyard.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to
with
say
a
there's this
fountain.
concept that says, yo, Campion, you know, bougie and elitist. Elitist is what comes to mind when you think of Campion. True or false? And
Yeah.
if false, why?
Alright, that's to be fair. I feel like that's the culture. I mean, it used to be a private school. First of all, it's run by the Jesuits. So them have it used to be an all boys school. The Jesuits is a sect priests. Man, I don't know what special about them. That them name. Them take off our poverty. Fucking idiot them. And them do things. Man, I don't know. Jesus, hallelujah. Man, I don't know what's special about them.
So
It was for the rich people because it was a private school, so it cost more money.
Yep.
It was an all boys boarding school initially when it opened, then eventually it went co-ed, and then they honestly Campion pushes you to do the best you can at tests. People at Campion, they might not necessarily be the smartest people, but them can test well. And honestly, I learned to SWAT at Campion a lot. So a lot of the shit that they teach you is never retained. You learn it just long enough to pass the test and get through. So you get the high grades at school. The school gets a reputation for putting out good passes. Then eventually, and it costs more money. So, you know, obviously it's going to be looked at as elitist. Education is a measure by which people stratify society. So if the better education you get here, obviously is better. The better quote unquote people you're going to churn out.
But there is a vibe, or at least there used to be.
I
remember
remember tell you
this.
something. You say no.
Hold on.
At
I used to go to
36 people in my class, you know, brother.
I used to go
That
to.
is not.
I used to go to
uptown,
KC.
you know, brother.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I used to go to KC, right? And I would do Campion Chem Extras at. I was Campion Chem Extras at Campion, obviously. So at Campion. So, but when I was there, right? It wasn't the majority, by the way. So of like 20 people, there'd be like 2 dickheads, but there was definitely a vibe that some people had. I feel like that is what perpetuated the culture of people not really liking Campionites.
Okay, so you know, disclaimer.
Rich
I
people
was
still
on
go to the
the
school.
campaign.
Rich people go everywhere.
Yeah.
So disclaimer, I was on the campaign alumni board for 3.5, almost 4 years. So you know, Miss Boston would always say at our annual meetings and so on, like 15 to 20% of the student that goes to campaign right now can't afford the school fee, and that's why we have scholarship programs and so on, trying to get money so these persons can go to school. So along with Bob and yourself has mentioned about the elitist, the bouginess of the school, and yes, I also went to campaign, so I know we have students there or
That fit that stereotype.
that fit that stereotype to the T. I like to say they have migrated to like Hillel.
Most of them. Yeah.
Most of them right now. Even JC getting bougie right now.
Dog, JC are the only high school in Jamaica you can go do robotics and aviation.
All I'm saying, right, bro, is that when I drive
It's
past
lit.
JC, right, I always think the same thing. This is the only school in Jamaica that kind of look like Hogwarts.
Dog, it's lit though.
Yeah.
Do you see that new stadium they're building? They're a professional stadium. So the thing with campaign is that yes, as Bob said, we start Jesuit, a lot of elitist children from parents who went there. So we have a somewhat strong alumni, like, don't quote me on these numbers, but you have alumni who may drop like a 10 million, on the school, and then they use that money to help develop the school and so on. So definitely it's just about a strong alumni, which could be stronger, as well as just see, once you have a reputation that is built, people are gonna do whatever it takes to maintain that. So the teachers want the students to do well, and as Bob said, it's a system. Like, I'm not saying everyone that goes to the school just SWAT and no answers, but a lot of that goes on. And with all high school, you have the smart ones. So myself, I was smart enough to know that, okay, after a while, I remember fifth form. Fifth form, got all my subjects, doing well in school. I sent out at least 18 applications to job applications. Nothing. Like my grades doesn't cut it. So all that squatting shit went to naught. So you know what I did next? It's not just about the grades. It's about, your networking, you're leveraging your friends, parents, you're leveraging, everything that's going on, alumni, etc. And that's the way you navigate through life, not just squatting off a piece of book and regurgitating on, a piece of paper. That honestly, I don't care anything about my. All right, let's not put it that far. But my grades, they don't matter right now. Like if I walk into any job interview right now, it's a shit an accomplishment that I've done in the past 3 years. Like F the grades. Like no one really cares about that. Yeah, you can be a bum. So if any little youths watching this, like the point is the grades is like the simple stuff. Get that out of the way.
Dog,
but who and the connections matter.
How I always preach, dog. The doctor who finished bottom of him class is still a doctor,
Facts.
Right? The grade don't matter.
Yep.
As long as you get the work done.
And
as long as you do enough for pass.
But guess what? If that doctor
But on the flip side of that, of course you get pass. But don't aim for the pass, because like life is life, right? If you aim for bills, you don't ever hit the 100 like Athena does. But she's an outlier. When I would go ahead, I'm like, I'm going to get bills on this. The closest I've ever gotten in my entire scholastic life is 97. You're never going to hit the bills, but aim for it. What's the old quote? Shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you end up about
you land on the star.
You land among the stars or in the clouds, whatever. You're way up there. When you aim to pass is when you aim for mediocrity. We dealing with greatness here, guys. Aim for greatness. But in the whole pie chart of life, school really ain't that like you need to learn, but then what you do with it is what matters.
That's Serju said, the networking thing, is links.
Now, networking is key. And if we go back to the point about that doctor, if that doctor came the last in his class, still get that piece of paper that says, I'm a doctor. You know what will, take him above persons who got honors and so on? Is who he knows, is his quality of work. So let's say that doctor.
Who people think he is.
Exactly.
When they hear that person's name, what comes to mind?
Exactly.
Your personal brand.
Because you know what what matters more than
your
a friggin' A+?
Brand.
You know what matters more than an A+? Being kind, being respectful, being on time. A lot of people will be like, oh, be super talented and, have it natural. A lot of persons like myself, I'm not naturally talented, but guess what? Being on time, being the first one in the office, being the last one in the office, put in hard work, all of that stuff, that's what gets you to the top.
You said something a while ago about being polite, and I said it to Bob on a podcast that probably could be like a bonus episode eventually. And I was just thinking about it for the last week every time I'm walking into work, right? No, man. Every time I'm walking into work. There's this guy. The Jamaicans would say he's a madman. He's a homeless gentleman, right? But the man don't have a yard. The man, quote unquote, nothing going on for him, if you get me. But every day, walking into work, him tell everybody good morning, have a nice day. Everybody. And like, of course, you're not going to think about that. But I started to just going, I wake up in a bed provided by my amazing parents. I'm doing this because of a job I have that allows me to be able to like pursue some kind of passion. That man don't even have a house and him have manners. There really ain't no reason, unless the person's also being a cunt, to be a cunt. There is no reason, dog.
There's no reason to be an asshole.
It's so amazing when you show manners to people, right? Like just randomly. I was walking out of the office the other day and I passed one of my coworkers and a client. I didn't know who the person was or anything, but you pass him by and I was like, hey, good morning, because I like to, hey, good morning, just manners. If I walk in a room, I make friends with everyone in the room before I can do nothing. Like, I go hail everybody.
By the way, you have great rapper hands, by the way. I just like letting you know, like, you have your rapper hands.
It's my gesturing hand.
I just want to say, one of the core tenets of Satanism.
No.
Do no harm, but take no shit. So it's basically, is what you're saying,
Wait.
Because he is that.
No, I've read, I follow, if there's anything I follow closely, it's the Satanic Temple.
How do you follow that shit? Let us pause.
Wait, hold on, cause I can I can educate you on this.
Please do.
The Satanic Temple has nothing to do with the biblical Satan.
Okay.
Number one. So if that's what you believe, it has nothing to do with that. It calls itself a Satanic Temple because of people's reaction to the word Satan.
What does Satan mean?
It's the Satan's basically the prime sin of the Satanic Temple
Google.
is narcissism.
Okay.
It's about bettering yourself. Be the best person you can be. They have like 7 or 11 tenets. I think it's 7 tenets. I'm telling you, and I'm just saying with what Martin was saying a while ago, that manners and just be nice and respectful to other people. And what you're saying is that one of the core tenets of it is do no harm but take no shit.
You know what I like with that, and a lot of persons, maybe if it was another guest, once Bob says in a core tenet of Satanism, they'd be like, pack up table. But I'm not one of those fellas, and what I like from information is what is he trying to say? Yeah. Is he, my first initial thought was, okay, bonfire, devil, what is going on? Send for Cableton and Sizzler. Yeah. But, after you explain, that point or that, topic, then I'm like enlightened, because for me, that kind of aligns with some of my core principles. Now, for the, listeners, I'm not really a quote-unquote Christian. I believe I'm more so agnostic, if is the term that you would use. So
I'm an agnostic to the point of being agnostic about agnosticism. Legitimately.
It's an unknown. You don't
know.
Yes.
Legitimately.
No. I don't know what exists.
In my
so I don't know what to believe in.
In my 20 hold on. No, let me get this one off. In my soon to be the birthday episode going lit. My birthday is the 24th of January.
I'll send bottles.
Birthday episode going lit. No, 24th of Jan. I don't want to see the guy.
I already sent a bottle to somebody today for their birthday. Like, who have I become?
Anything is possible, bro.
Anything is possible. Anything goes.
Oh God, I lost the point. I was bubbling in my head.
Turning 28 something agnosticism.
Yeah, I'm agnostic to the point of even being a bit agnostic to the point of like agnosticism is up. What I basically mean by all of that circular talk is I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know if it's possible to know. What I do know is what make me feel good. And genuinely, when I walked up like to a cashier, like when I'm buying gas, and she looked vexed, and I go, yo, what up now? Who vexed you upset today? And like, you have fun.
Cashiers are my favorite.
And you just have fun. And like when you leave, them smile. Yeah, that genuinely make me feel good. Nope, I agree. That brother has taught me. Facts. There is no reason I can't, even if I don't like you, I don't have to like be super polite, but I can be civil. There's no real reason to be a dickhead, dog. Like there's none. Genuinely.
I agree, and disclaimer, I don't know what will happen in the next 10 years, and I feel like with this trend where they go back and, find back tweets or find back video, just like how Drake kissing that 17-year-old girl or whatever become popular, you don't know what can happen in the next 10 years. I might be going to church in 10 years, I don't know, but as of right now, it's a big unknown in my life.
Fair enough. I'm pretty sure that's never going to happen for me, and if anyone wants to smoke, they can get the smoke, you know what I mean? But let's all live lovingly.
What I want to say about not knowing, dog, because for me, I used to consider myself an atheist, but I moved on to agnosticism because I really just can't be sure that there is nothing. If there are 3,000 different gods, one man must be right. In an endless universe, something must go so. Right? With the multiverse theory, something must go so at some point. But my view is, alright, there's an animal called a mantis shrimp. The mantis shrimp sees 23 colors.
Hold on, guys. This is one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite podcasts. When Tangential Lane and Bob goes on to tell me about something I've never cared about until he opens his mouth to speak about it. Listen, guys.
Yeah. So there's a mantis shrimp.
That's the second podcast in a row to say that. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, big up. 23 colors, I think. Either 23 colors or 23 times as much colors as we humans do.
32.
32?
Times as much colors
32 times as much color as humans do. There you go.
A little.
Yeah. So that's just perception. So it can see things we cannot see, but in the same plane, in the same planet, in the same plane of existence, right here, right now. If me and that shrimp stand up side by side, and look on the same picture.
What you say and what it say is not the same.
Not the same thing. So perception is a hell of a thing. A lot of people, I remember when I guess really understood my partition from the church and religion on a whole. A lot of
like
people,
I say, curling, when you
Just
treated
let
it
it
like the
go.
stone and you just went and let it go.
just let it go, like curling down.
I'll edit that right in
Yeah.
over there.
A lot of people ask me, so you don't feel it? I said, no, I don't. And if you feel it, that's great. I don't feel it.
You mean feel
Like the Holy Spirit are,
Bro, that was one of the hardest thing in childhood and even now.
yeah.
Bro,
And
in
people are
church,
like, you
everyone,
feel it.
speaking in tongues, doing all of that, and honestly,
It just,
nothing.
we never catch the vibe.
Nothing. Yes, there's no vibes, and I'm just like, and obviously, if you're in a space where everyone is,
Mass psychosis.
yeah, you feel some type
Mass
of way. I
fully I
do,
do.
but
Mass
I've
hysteria.
never
Mass
like,
hysteria. Fully I do.
like for me, I see someone speaking in even, one of the reasons I'm down is my grandma's 90th birthday. Big her up and
Big up,
you know,
big up, big up.
small prayer bus before the food, and one of the aunts who super spiritual Christian start going in tongues on the most, and I'm just like,
Bill.
Yo,
Fam,
let's eat this food.
how does that curry go taste right now, fam? Please allow me to eat. I respect you,
please.
but a prayer shouldn't be 15 minutes. A good 5 minutes I can understand. I want long life and health and wealth and strength and all these things and a hot, wife. So bust the prayer, but 15 minutes, fam, like, please.
Don't leave out the last part
Hot
of that.
wife, dog.
Don't leave out the last part
Hot
of that,
wife,
right?
dog,
Want a
straight
hot wife, and by hot it could be anything, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but him want one that tick all them boxes.
Perception.
I'm a perception. Name of this episode is
Perception.
The Perception.
Perception, dog. It's
So let me take a cut because I know you guys don't like 6ix9ine, and one of the baddest explanation.
I do.
Oh, okay. He gave 6ix9ine.
He
Do you know
hates
why his name is 6ix9ine? Look at a 6
yeah,
from one direction and look at it from another direction. You might see a 9.
yeah.
So a 6 and a 9. So from someone's perspective, which we're talking about right now, you might see one thing, but someone else might see another thing, and it's just like 6ix9ine. For me, I see a good kid that's went down a bad path because of his surrounding community. I have ghetto youths as friends, and I have people in that situation. I understand that.
Tell you something.
Like, while from your perspective, you're like, this is a
6ix9ine
fucking stupid kid.
6ix9ine
who
try to fire the gang, dog. That fool. You can't fire the gang.
Gang.
You cannot. The man literally tried to fire the gang to the point that the government had to save him from being assassinated.
Honestly, he knew the feds was outside his door months. He knew that was coming. So
yeah, but
that
they
was
picked
his
him
way.
up to stop him from getting
That was
killed.
also his way of put things in the media so they could put the image of, okay, he's trying to separate himself. So as much as he's a dumb kid, who we know is a dumb kid, some of the stuff is him trying to be smart about it. But if you're from a situation or circumstance where you don't have anyone who's smart or you don't have anyone you can trust, then obviously you're going to make dumb decisions.
You ever
You're a
watch Boys in
prey
the
of
Hood?
your environment.
You ever watch Boys in the Hood?
I probably have.
You ever watch Shotters?
Yes.
You ever watch any Mafia show?
Yes.
You know what's always smart? Leaving that gang shit alone.
Agree. That's why I choose a life of, crime free. I use education. I use networking.
Oh my god,
I
I
use,
think Serju's a
relationships.
plant. I think Serju's a complete plant. Serju just said, I live my life. He fully knew. I want to talk to this dog, right? The man bust a tweet the other day. I'm going to pull it up in a second, right? But, we talk about his road god lifestyle, which we're going to get to because it's going to all come back to here. Serge, where do you live?
I live on the Gaza.
No,
I live
like
in,
when you're not here.
Plantation, Florida.
Jamaica,
FFL.
22.
Kingston 21.
Yep.
All right. You bust a tweet the other day, and it was just like places you visited in 2018, countries, cities. Do you remember the numbers offhand?
I know it's 5 countries. I think it's like 143 places, and it's maybe like 35 cities. And I know I'm wrong, and I don't want to sound like I know these numbers off the camera for cloud, but so you should correct me.
Trust me, I'm not gonna correct you, but like it'll be in the corner of those who are watching on YouTube. Anyway, so dog, there's more places than some people have been in their life. 2018 clearly.
I'm super grateful for that.
Always.
Attitude of gratitude.
2018.
Yeah.
It's clearly been a good year.
It was.
What are your high points
honestly,
of 2018?
Pardon me?
What are your high points? We're keeping it nice and vibesy.
My high points, definitely, getting a new job. So now I'm.
Are you able to speak about your job? This is a very clean episode thus far.
I can. I've said fuck a couple times. Fuck. There we go.
Never mind.
There. But so again, going back to networking and relationships and all of that, why I value it so high. One of the most, like, I was fucking shook. Like, I had to use the word fucking to express myself. I'm sorry if you want to give me a word that's stronger
we
than
have
that.
no problem.
I was so shook.
Actually, want to talk about why people don't like the word fuck before the podcast is over. Bob, remind me.
For me, yeah, let's not tangentially and all of that.
Yeah.
But for me, one of the things that shook me the most this year, and I guess it's also tying to the high point, is when I'm working in the same building as my boss. Thankfully, I'm now like 2 floors up. And my boss like called me to do a quick meeting, and she was like, I don't have the final numbers yet, but I really want to, for you to join my team. I really want to give you an offer. Everyone I've spoken to recommends you and said, you're the perfect candidate. And I'm just like, again, I don't know who these people are, but, persons from my current team, she's spoken to, and they're all like, yo, let's hire this guy. So the mere fact that that's why, and again, don't
gratitude is your attitude.
Exactly.
It shows.
When people who you don't know, the most important thing is what people say behind a closed fucking door when you're not in the room.
Most important thing for business wise, you shouldn't frame your mind around it, but it's the most important thing for networking and the advancement of like a career type of vibe.
When you say business, I also think of branding and image, and you have to look at yourself as a business, as a brand. And that's the way we're getting in the future.
That's a very good point.
A brand.
That's a very good point.
You have to look at it that way. Again,
damn, I should probably stop some of what I do.
Again, but that's the thing. You curate what you want in life. So I'm not saying live goody two. Obviously, when I start making a real bag, I'm gonna have to clean up some of the shit I do and after the road differently and all of that. But right now, you take each day at a time, but say, yo, it's a brand new building. And like, for me, I come home and I'm doing road so hard, no one in the office knows my lifestyle. No one.
Who you are at work and who you are in your personal life are two different people.
Different.
That's very important, guys. Very important.
And, I gave myself like a 6 months where, and again, it's probably too much information, but I just give myself 6 months to say, you know what? At work, they need to form this certain image or perception of me, and that's what I'm sticking to. So, we kind of went deep and off the tangential where it was like business, your brand, yourself.
Welcome to the Bamcast.
Welcome to the Bamcast. To answer your question, my high points is definitely,
Give me 3.
High points is changing the job. That's 1. Second is losing 25 pounds, which if you know me, losing weight, it's still a journey, but it's definitely the hardest thing. I don't know what you guys consider hard, but anything, losing weight, that's the hardest thing for me. So that's 2. 3, I think it's definitely a tie between my birthday weekend and this entire Christmas holidays, where it's just coming home and spending time with, the people, that I love and the people that I care about. So, family, friends, more so friends, because I'm closer to friends than a lot of family. But friends for me is super important. The people.
I personally believe at the age that we're at now, we're approaching the Friends age, like literally the TV show Friends, where you pick your family kind of vibe, right? Like the people who will be the godfather to your children kind of vibe. You pick your family.
Agree.
And the family you're born to is real important if it works, if you have a real good stable family. But the family that you choose says volumes about like your life, where you want to go.
I hate, like, I used to be a quotes person and I realized they're kind of cheesy. My best friend kind of made me realize.
What,
Big up
quotes?
Philip Price, wherever you are.
Drop a hot quote.
You know, your top 5 friends really influence you. Like, honestly, that's just straight up facts.
You're a reflection of your closest friends.
It is because guess what?
You ever realize you pick up some of your friend them habits, and then pick up some of yours,
that is
and
true.
they start
Like,
talk the same.
yeah, some of my decisions I make are like link up the group chat. Yo, what do you think about this? And if they're like, no, don't do that. That's a no.
We call it the hive mind. Dog. We all share one brain. We can all think about the same thing at the same time.
Yo,
Like you link the group. Yo, dog, what about this? Someone said, dog, you know someone just a think about that. How?
Scary. It really
Yeah, it happens.
My ears got hot. Continue.
Dog, it's that one brain that all the bros share.
It's a real thing.
yeah, facts.
This man travels more than some people like have been to in their entire life, and I think that's so cool. I think that, with
I would
Bob's
definitely-
question. Bob's question, if you didn't hear, was which 5 countries did you hit up?
Okay, so Jamaica, obviously, the United States, obviously. I've been to Haiti. First, I did like a sales training. Then I went to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was for one of my close friends' wedding. And by the way, Puerto Rican
Stop getting
girls,
married.
Puerto Rican girls, fam.
Stop getting married. You're putting
And-
pressure on me. My mother asking me questions. Y'all gotta stop this crap. We way too young for this. Men, women, secure the bag. Men, we way too young for this. Sorry, Puerto Rican women. For those of you not watching, perfecto, muy perfecto.
I've tweeted this, but when a Latina
you found your
girl
faves?
moans papi,
You become a puppy. Yeah, the man's rubbing his face.
stress.
Man's
That's
like,
all
yo,
I'm
stress.
saying.
Stress. You
and
become a
the,
puppy.
and the final one is Bahamas. Big up Bahamas. My 2 sisters are there. I definitely wanna, take more trips. It's honestly can do day trips from, huh? Bahamas. Bahamas.
Who says Bahamas? Said they, it's Bahamas. Bahamas. Word.
Word.
Sorry.
But those are the 5 countries. I hope
Bahamas.
you didn't miss them. But yeah. And I need to go back to Canada. It's lit over there.
I did the Caribbean in 2018. I was like, I want to explore the Caribbean.
Yeah, I
itself.
definitely want to take a cruise.
I figured out I don't like Barbados. Really like St. Lucia.
One of the
Next trip
biggest
is Machu
problems when you
Picchu.
start getting a bag of any kind is when your friends don't get that same bag. So, your spending power is kind of different. But trust me, if I had more friends,
Stop drape up, Bob.
I was good. You never see how sad I get, man. Leave us broke boys alone, man. We're trying.
no, you're a
We're trying.
pre-rich boy. You're a pre-rich.
Pre-rich.
We have to speak it into being.
Straight.
That's a mode for 29. You're
dog, man,
pre-rich.
No, actually, to be honest, I was saying it the other day. I don't want rich. I have a problem with rich people. Rich people kind of shit. I just want comfortable.
I want to be comfortable too, but
No, rich people move away, dog.
they do. The Miami lifestyle is crazy, bro.
You can
For me-
you can talk about Florida, dog. Them
Bro.
niggas who drive around in them hypercars and them Hummers and things.
Bro,
Them treat people like shit.
bro. It's crazy. No, if you
Serju
spend
can
5
talk.
seconds in Miami people are trash. And that's why I would not want to live in Miami because
Dr.
when
Miami,
you say
bro.
hype, it's crazy there, bro.
Watch the glass.
Like, bro, I'm there just chilling in a regular Latino spot, and our brother is with his bottles of whatever, and he was just like, yo, I don't want you niggas around my circle, and I'm just like,
Hard R?
What color is he?
No,
Hard
he
R
was
or
a Latino. He was a
niggas?
Latino spot. So he probably like some Colombians or let me not judge, but
Hispanic.
definitely he was a spick.
That's let me not judge, but he was a spick.
You know where I learned that word from? You know where I learned that word from? David Fletcher.
And I'm worried
He
about
hates them.
And I'm worried about the fucking hard R. This nigga out here calling them spicks. Y'all niggas racist.
Again,
Y'all niggas racist. Y'all-
I've now acclimatized myself to the Latino culture.
No, racism only hurt you if you choose to be offended by it,
Okay.
Unless it's systematic.
And again, I feel like this is gonna be a problematic video when I met that bag. Okay, when I secure that bag,
Man said the bags of
they're gonna
Stefan
go
Serju
to
are not necessarily
minute 35. That YouTube video.
the views of Stefan Serju are not necessarily the views of Stefan
Facts.
Serju.
Facts. And
In
I
the
would just like
future.
again a disclaimer. I'm coming from a party where I was drinking Henny, Moet, Champagne, VX. I am not of.
You
a
drank the
sound mind
entire
right now.
Appleton line.
This entire Christmas, I need to start refocusing for work
never say
on was it Thursday? Thursday I'm back in the office, guys. Like
I'm never saying no. I'm drinking everything Appleton make this Christmas.
to be honest, I was trying to avoid saying it, but I don't drink below VX because
Of course, dog. No, dog.
You don't like yourself if you what is special?
Alright,
So special, but no.
Special is what you drink when you're 16 and you just start to play party and everything,
Exactly.
16?
No, I'm just saying that's just a number I'm throwing out.
It's just
I know,
like Kenny.
I know you a bust gun and them thing there from you at 12 and I run corner and I robot your hand make and them. So
I was saying 16 young.
16
Oh, you go
is-
pay a party
is
from
pretty young.
15,
Yeah, we
14,
are.
15,
We are.
16, dog. And you
We
drink
are.
your special
Yep.
your special and Pepsi.
Yep, that's why I go parties right now and you be checking IDs, facts, like, my girl, how much you are? The first question.
No,
How much would this be on Twinder? And the first question when we link up was, how old are you? Don't lie to me. And, it's illegit out there. No R. Kelly, none of that. The only Robert we stand is Robert Nesta Marley.
And
Eh.
that one.
Straight. I'm just Bob, bro.
He's just Bob.
Robert's his middle name.
Yeah, but I'm just Bob.
Okay. Big
Like
up
a
this one
Brazilian
too.
footballer.
Big up this one. Yo, ladies, well, sorry you're taking, but ladies, his belly is very nice. I'm poking it right now. I'm comfort with my masculinity, okay? So, I think this is a good segue.
Into toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
What is toxic masculinity?
It's the masculinity that's toxic.
The toxicity that, is brought about by the fragileness
toxicity
of the
of
male
society.
ego.
Dog,
So is it a bad thing if a guy is just a manly man? Like none of the... I'm talking about me.
alright,
I'm talking about me.
misogyny.
None of the garbage misogyny blah 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 in my mind, but I like to do MMA. I like to spar. I like dude shit. I like cars.
That's not
Does that
toxic.
make me toxic?
No.
Is masculinity in and of itself, or is it just like when niggas go like way too hard with it?
Me personally, I view it as like mansplaining. That's a aspect of toxic masculinity.
Agree. So, you love your MMA, but what if...
When a woman is explaining something, nobody don't listen, but the man explain the same thing, everybody listen. Or
That's-
the man explains something to a woman who knows more about it than him, like somebody a civilian explaining to a female police officer about the laws, something like that. Yeah.
So, facts. So, about your MMA shit, if a girl wants to do MMA, don't fight her out. Let her do what she wants.
They're always the best ones.
Yeah, but
Yo, I don't think you guys understand.
he's
Like
saying
for
that the
people
toxic
like,
part is people who fight them out.
oh no, man, y'all dumb.
Who say, yo, it's for men. This is only for men.
Oh no, they dumb. Dog.
What,
Women
what's
fighters
that
inherently,
men's-
like
that
inherently,
men's rights thing.
MRA, MGTOW.
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 That's toxic masculinity.
Is it? Isn't MGTOW mostly based around like gynocentric laws? which I guess is a view of the. Hey, look
Which
at that!
is
You made sense.
Gynocentric laws are fine if you consider that systematically the system is male centric.
I think it just goes. It can
What the fuck?
summarize it as the oppression of women.
Yeah,
Like,
straight up, like
I think it's 2019. Slavery days
people
are
forget
done. I think
maternity leave.
equality. Women marched for this in the 18s and the 1900s. I think.
So
Hold on.
woman, yeah.
Take your photos.
This is what year is this?
2019.
100 years ago, she couldn't vote.
Exactly. Honestly, guys, we need
Yeah.
to start treating women
200
with
years
the
ago,
utmost respect.
Uno couldn't vote.
None of us could be right here
yeah,
without a
Mamolata.
woman. Big facts.
I'm a
So,
mulata, I couldn't vote either.
we need to start respecting them. We need to start actually listening.
200 years ago, would have been there with our owners.
For me, you light skin.
Nah, I was in the house. I was in the house, my G. You were in the fields.
Facts.
No tests.
I was in the yard, picking some cotton.
Yeah.
Not even cotton. I was busting the sugar cane,
Oh, yeah.
You ever chop a sugar cane, my G?
Never.
Okay.
I was in the house, my G. I was in the kitchen.
Man, I don't even have the genetic memories, man.
I don't have the genetic memories.
I don't know what you guys
Yeah.
talking about.
Nah,
Chop what?
As a matter of fact, indentured laborer, bro. Open wholesale, my G. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I think specific,
what I'm
yes, we
saying-
need to stop treating women like shit. But
Look at it this way.
like,
You said the gynocentric laws, dog. And
No,
what I'm-
that's just a word I learned from Migto, by the way. The views of Migto are not supported by Martin of the
Not at
Bamcast.
all.
Okay? It's just a guest we had on the podcast, and,
Them wild. Them
cool.
wild. But what I'm saying is like, if you consider like the American system is what is built by white people for white people, and it oppresses people of color. So if you have laws benefiting people of color, it is not prejudice. You're trying to put them on an equal footing. Equity and equality are something people need to understand. Not everybody can be on the same playing field, but everybody should be given the same opportunity to play.
Again, don't crucify me for this, but what Bob said is like when we had all Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
Then white people turn around and black all lives matter.
Yeah.
It's like the same concept when we talk about the toxic masculinity and why we should respect women. It's like, honestly, everything is built in the system around built around with dudes. Like men are like, I look at even the boys. And honestly, I've tweeted this recently too. Like, women are the smart agenda. Like, big facts.
They use their brain better than us.
I think so.
They do. Like,
No, scientific. They have their brains are 10% smaller weight wise, but they use their brains better than men.
I've been saying this in the group chat for the past couple of weeks, where I have a genuine theory, right? If you take a male and a female, like say you take a man at 25 and you take a woman at 25, mentally, the dog's probably like dragging 23, 24, if him up to date with him shit. The woman curving 30, like women are, I genuinely believe, and I'm not pandering, I'm not like, ooh, pick me, I'm not white knighting. Them just smarter that way. Men dominant.
Testosterone make you kind of fool.
Little bit.
to be
Testosterone
more
make
very
you kinda
like
fool.
2018, 2019 right now. Offset on Cardi B. Cardi B, went from a stripper to now making
Way
100
more
bags,
than him.
100 bags a year easily. Like, she just bust on Super Bowl calling her to perform and all of that. Like, that's just my example. Look at Offset. Offset is messing up the bag, cheating on Cardi B.
I'm dumb. Cause we dumb. Cause we do dumb things.
Testosterone make you fool.
Like, that's just surmising how dumb we are as niggas.
But that's why here in Jamaica, we have so many women managers. We're one of the leading countries when it comes to women in places of power and business.
And we need to change this rhetoric
know.
or narrative.
As a matter
where
of fact, black people know that women smart. And
we
the
need to
white man
change
them
this rhetoric that,
hollow people.
women are more emotional than men. That's a lie. Men are more emotional.
Women just express it more.
Women
readily.
are more emotionally complex than men. Men are more emotionally volatile than women.
True.
Because society has taught women like they're emotional. So being that, start off from the bat, okay, I have a lot of emotions, you learn to work through them from an early age. Classic male society is, well, I'm a little bitch, stop balling. So you don't really work
Yeah, I
through
heard
that.
my father
So
say.
you're
My
more-
father, I heard my father say something to my brothers this morning. That they said to me, "Stop crying. Are you a little girl?
So you're more inclined to
Yeah.
bottle, and then when the bottle eventually gets too full, boom.
When's the last time you cried?
Long time.
No, on TV show I was watching in December. The Expanse. One dog died on the Expanse, and I was like, man, the man them kill Murphy, dog. Oh, like
crocodile cow tears. When's the last time full on bawling crocodile cow tears, like just crying,
Years.
being one with the emotions?
my last
Years.
breakup.
Years.
My last breakup.
It's been a while, but that's a good feeling, right?
After.
And that's one thing I rate about women. I can't do it. Well, I can't do it, but they will cry
Yeah.
and then let out all the emotions, then act logically. We as a man will bottle that shit up, and we keep
and
making
then
mistakes.
just rage.
Yep.
And
Just
then
rage
act
quit.
erratically.
So we really need to do better as a gender, and the fact that 3 guys here sitting down. Again, this is the system, and I don't want to be like I rate the structure, by the way. Not saying you guys should add a female unless it's warranted.
Our producer is my little sister. She's taking pictures of us.
Superstar.
The literal super. I tell her all the time. I brag about her in the podcast, and she goes, "I don't believe you." I'm like, "Yo, you."
This is the system. This is the system. We as guys here talking to you on this podcast,
Yeah,
on this
talk to the
platform.
back.
But
There you go.
sorry, I'm not used to the mic. Wink. Again, stable masculinity here. This is the system, we guys speaking, but then the real mastermind, big up yourself. Produce a little tea, bigger up. By the way, I like to. Well, we are 47 minutes. First of all, big up the bros, big up NNG, big up Mad Moves crew. Follow me on Twitter and IG, Steph_NJA. Plug. Okay, there we go.
Tell them.
All links.
Links in the bio. Where do I point?
Just down.
Right here, sir. Right there, sir. Yeah. So.
Have we covered our feelings on toxic masculinity? On a man them need for do better in 2019?
Dog, honestly, I don't understand it. I don't understand how man can hate woman so much.
Bob, what's my family goal dream?
Daughters.
I want a lovely wife. I can't physically see myself dealing with more than 3 kids. So a maximum of 3, but shooting for 2. Shooting for 2, can't deal with more than 3.
I heard that.
I want 2 little girls. I want a dog or 4. And a yard. I want the family. Me no over how some man run from that so hard. How some man bond that. Bond the concept of that. How you bond the concept of coming home to love.
Well,
If
I
your
bond the
family,
concept
if,
of the pit of them.
oh yeah, no, you want children. I don't. I want kids. I want
And
kids.
That's the importance of the female.
Yeah.
I feel like
No, dog,
they're
honestly,
built.
I honestly believe that very few men can achieve them full potential if a woman don't push them.
Facts.
And it's just because
me,
men only require the bare minimum in
You
life.
guys
and
think
we
I'm
will
balling
never want
now?
more.
Wait till I get a woman in my life, a serious woman in my life. I
No.
feel like I'll be on another level. Super Saiyan? I'll be her Goku. I'll be going, Super Saiyan
Brother.
3, unlocking.
Bulma, yeah, dog.
Big up all the chi-chis too. And Vegeta, toxic masculinity.
Fuck no.
No, dog.
Fuck no.
Nothing him love
Vegeta's
more than
the
him
best
Bulma.
father in Dragon Ball Z, hands down.
What?
Hands
No, Piccolo is the best father.
What?
Piccolo is the
fine,
best father.
Fine. Piccolo and Vegeta are up there. So I'm gonna give Piccolo also, by the way.
Piccolo, it proves that black men are better
Quick
fathers.
tangent right. I'm so happy you said that. Quick tangent right here. Piccolo's green. We all know Piccolo's black, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, moving on. Yeah. Goku, best fighter. He gets all the great kills. Goku's never once kissed his wife. He's always dead. Vegeta risked the brink of his universe being destroyed because he would not let his wife have his daughter without him.
Yes.
Winning Saiyan father.
Dragon Ball Super.
winning, saying, no, you know, tough love is a real thing with him, but the love, dead. Goku's garbage.
Goku is a trash father. Pick a load
So,
of
yo,
the
Road
good
God.
job, though.
Road God. When did you get back? How many parties have you gone to? How many have you enjoyed? And
You know, I actually
what's the vibe?
So I came back
tweet the road
December
stats.
19. December 19, I leave January 9th. I know it's 20 days because I have to pay for my car rental each day. So no day have I been here and not spent money. It's a terrible feeling, okay?
That's how I feel every day.
When I grow up, I want rich like Serju.
So, just sigh. How many parties have I been? So I started off with Daybreak. I don't know if that counts because I actually started off with I don't remember the name of it, but it's at the Cove. I went twice. This UPT party on a Thursday.
Daybreak is where the
So-
woman they leave her baby in the car.
Yes,
That
Daybreak.
bitch.
That unfortunate incident
That raggedy
happened.
bitch.
By the way, big up UMA babysitting services. That tweet, you know, you guys took offense to it. But, you know, if there was more awareness about that babysitting service, that
Wouldn't happen.
that wouldn't have happened. So, big up. It's not even UMA. What's it?
Couldn't tell you.
It'll be in the bio.
Yeah, big them up. So Daybreak. After Daybreak, I don't remember the order. So I went I Love Soca, I went Cabana City, I went Frenchman, I went Breakfast Party.
Pause. I paused now on Frenchman. You can keep going.
You're funny. Where else did I go?
Where'd you go today?
Today I went. By the way, I was Strictly 2K. Big up IB. Big up Mark. Big up Gabby. You know, Strictly 2K.
I'm gonna run out of tags in this Instagram post.
But you know, the more people are aware,
Oh no, I'm not. I ain't complaining, bro. I ain't complaining, bro.
Wait, don't fight out that
I ain't
mechanism.
complaining. I'm not.
Today I went Zimise brunch. I didn't go Zimise River because there's no impossibility on this earth, any multi-universe, you can do Zimise River and I Love Soca on the same day. Brother, after I Love Soca, I have to take a break. You have about 100 girls trying to have fun. That you know. You will see girls from primary, basic
Remember I told you I
school.
need to
You'll
start
see-
going
you'll
out more
see
in
girls
2019.
at the hospital you were born with right next to you. That's how many girls are at I Love Soca. You can't fully enjoy that. And also the Zimise River. I tried it. That's what I'm telling you. I was in shambles. So I will never do that again. So I didn't go Zimise River. I just went I Love Soca. What else did I do? I went Yush. My first Yush.
Realize we're not count.
I don't even know the number either.
If him don't know why I counting,
About 20 again.
enough party the man did go.
It's just like having
Bob,
sex.
for those of
After-
you who
after
can't
a
hear,
certain
is saying
number,
that
you stop
we're
count,
not
right?
counting.
Alright, let that one
Yes.
pass.
Yes.
Don't replay that, guys.
Yes. Completely understand.
I said
No. It passed him. It flew over his head. Keep it moving. So you've been enjoying all the parties you've been going to,
Yes.
Serge. Man, don't afraid of you around them, girl. But you man have to rub him face and like get diplomatic, bro. You
I
balling.
believe in karma, so I will not purposely try to thief another man, girl. I'm very respectful like that.
I love that he said purposely.
But
We're
if she give you-
roasting, you know.
If she give you, nah, say no.
No, watch Bob.
On Christmas Day, they offer you the second plate of food. What do you say?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. So if she give it away,
It would be rude.
It would be rude of me.
offensive. Again,
It would be
we have
remiss
to
of me
respect
to say
the
no.
female's decision.
Of course.
So,
You-
I say less, my
Say-
brethren.
Say less, do more. Literally.
And say if the foot is there to be broken, who am I to walk past it? And
Who am I
such?
to not leg kick
You
it?
know?
Guess what? I'm doing a favor. Because I will return her. I will be a good youth. I will say, go back to your man. Big up the Side Niggas Association. We serve a they serve a purpose. Edit.
Nah, I'm fully a chartered member of that. I'm fully a chartered. That's partially why I have like relationship trust issues now, because I've been the side nigga so much. I can't imagine like a woman not having a side nigga, because I'm always the side nigga. Well, you know, by design, but
yes.
And say we.
Fucked up, son. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay, Serge.
Next question, please. We'll be moving on.
We'll be moving on.
Trouble.
Also,
big up the Toxic Boys. They know themselves.
The Toxic Boys?
We're born toxicity.
But
these boys have a rule, and I've read their rules.
What's the rules?
I can't give it away. It's not even my group chat. We don't.
Oh wait,
first
it's a
rule
group
of
chat?
every group chat: we never.
Yeah,
talk,
no, you don't. You don't.
We
talk,
never speak about the group chat.
You never talk about specifics of the group chat, but you can mention shit
Exactly.
you said in a group chat.
No, I'm not in that group chat. I just found out about it like 2 days ago or something.
Yeah, group chats are the male.
I already
adult
picked up my
equivalent.
group chats.
Group chats are male adult equivalents to immaculate lunch groups. Liquor T is like, you right.
Producer T
It's just
she's like
you right.
facts.
You right, big facts. Just like
Big
how Joe
factory.
Rogan and the Joe Budden podcast is Oprah for men. Legit. Look at it. Let it sink in. It's Oprah for men. It really is.
You
Like-
get a car. You get a car.
Without the you getting a car, we still men.
Facts. Can we talk about the braffing rules? Can I
Can
look
you
for
tell
it?
me what braff means? For I'm not hip.
Brag and show off.
Brag, being braggadocious.
So braff is an amalgamation of brag and show off.
Yo.
So you're
Yo.
braggadocious.
Corruption of
You're
Yup.
ostentatious. You're flat. You're dripping,
Yeah.
as the kids would say.
So for the
Tell me to sit up
People-
straight and look at tea.
for the people of the podcast world, we'll go through the rules.
The rules of braff.
the braff rules on conduct.
All right, shoot.
Rule number 1: never envy another man's braff. Very important. 2: braff within your means.
Always, guys. There's nothing wrong with saying, can't do that right now. Why not? Can't afford it. There's nothing wrong
I'm
with
not
saying
even gonna
that.
lie.
There's nothing wrong with
I was
saying
really trying to chill today at Zimis Zero,
that. No, drought is
and
a thing.
and drought is a thing.
But you have to be
Once-
there to get the drought.
But as much as I took the drought, I could afford taking the drought. So again,
Braff within your
braff
means.
within your means. Thou shalt not hype with another man's braff. No false braffing. And asterisk,
Don't take it up and
asterisk. Big up Blair. Blair said,
Repeat that, Bob.
If it's not your buckle, don't take it up and take no picture with it.
facts.
Do
Facts.
not boast with the next man,
Facts.
bruv.
Don't. But as Blair made a correction or an addition to this rule, ladies, if your man is braffing, go ahead and
Then you're
braff as
braffing.
well.
Then you're
You
braffing.
are braffing.
Bruv along.
Then you're braffing. Braff along.
Nothing is hotter than your woman take charge and a bruff. Let's just move on from there.
Scientific facts right there.
Next rule: if you are unable to manage the bruff, hype shall not be taken. Hold your own. Keep your money in your pocket. Facts. Moet is 20k. Henny 16. If you go VSOP, say it's more. If you go Hennessy EXO, that's 100k right
You've bought
there.
bottles at all these parties you've gone to?
Number 5.
Yo, I
Remember the
Dog, I never realized
Sabbath
how poor I am
every
till I'm
great
around a real
bruffer
rich
needs rest.
broke boys.
Facts.
Broke boys.
Facts.
Pre-rich.
Broke boys.
Pre-rich.
Pre-rich.
Pre-rich boys. Pre-rich boys.
That's very important.
Before the braffage.
Yesterday, I did nothing
Pre-braffage.
but recover.
Pre-braffage.
You need to rest your body, soul, mind, and pocket. Thou shalt not steal from the bruff. I hate thieves. Like, fam, though, again, not because you buy 3 bottles of Pepsi, don't come and drink off the Henny. That's not the wave. That's not the wave. Especially if you're a friend of a friend of a friend. If you're in the squad, that's fine.
I stole a push point pencil in grade 4, and I remember it to this day because I still feel disgusted. Thief don't get no quarter in a dog.
No. A true bruffer never hype. There's always a bigger bruffer out there. Guys, Usain Bolt spent $700, 700 US to play Cartel, the DJ. As much as I'm doing road, I could not do that.
Yet.
I went to Cabana City and Usain Bolt pulled out a stack and sent his girl, big up Casey right there, you're fine as hell. And I say that in the most respectful way, Mr. Hugo.
Co-sign everything he just said.
He sent his girl 500 USD. He gave her more than that. But this is why I say women are so amazing. She only gave the DJ 500 USD, but she had a stack in her hand. So there's always a bigger bruffer. Last but not least, bruff responsibly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Brilliance. Dog, I love when a podcast isn't work, it's just a vibe. Alright? Thank you guys for listening to the Bamcast. As always, shout out to Boom Draw Physics for the intro song, outro song now that you're hearing. You can find it anywhere, link in the bio, link it on iTunes. You can find the Bamcast anywhere, literally anywhere, YouTube, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, anywhere you get anything, you can find us now. Bamcast.com coming soon, a nice funnel for all of the good stuff. Bamcast vlogs also starting up in Feb. A fun one we post tomorrow, but it'll start coming more often during like Feb, March kind of vibes. Shout out to California Apparel. Use the promo code BAM35, get 35% off anything you've ordered. You know what I mean? Serge, tell them where to find you, my guy.
On Instagram and on Twitter, it's Steph, STEF _NJA. So it's basically Stefan JA, you know, with the underscore for the A.
All links in the bio, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Also, find my co-host Bobby B, you know, everywhere.
Spring is coming up, so if you're going to plant your seeds, now is the time. Get ready, get your plants ready.
Dropping bombs on your moms.
So little herbs, little plants, little tomato, little pepper.
Bob.
Yeah.
You missed that. You missed the exit a while ago.
Feed the world. Feed the world.
Dropping bombs on your moms.
Fuck car alarms.
Love you guys. Mwah.
Big up.